How's it going, everyone? Kane on to say here, and welcome back to an episode of Collector's Zone Haul. Once again, I've got another mask. I actually wanted to wear this one. Hang on, I'll just quickly show. I've actually got a proper Jason Voorhees mask that's, you know, it's got a bit of weight to it, but I don't think it was designed to wear because I'd be putting it on and it'd be like, bleh, then up. I just could not adjust it, and I did remember I had this really cheap $10, you know, for like Halloween mask. It's not like a Jason Voorhees hockey mask, but yeah, I thought this one will do, and I won't stress about trying to wear this one. And yeah, let's get to it. To kick things off, got issue 4 of 7 of Deceased Dead Planet, getting pretty good. There was a part in here that kind of creeped me out a little bit. So you got the zombies and everything, and then you got the remaining sort of heroes that are trying to, you know, I think it's finding a cure, but they're sort of I actually got the wrong comic. I just realised I've got another comic in this pile. I'm explaining it. It's not even this one. Whoops. But hey, this one was good either way. The comic I was actually talking about was Marvel Zombies issue 2. Anyway, to continue off. So there was this part where they find these sort of... It's like... So you got the zombies and everything, like I said, and then there's like these robots, and they're from... Not from, but they're like former heroes. They've almost gone like... You know, like the Lin Kuei in Mortal Kombat, that they've taken people and put them into sort of robots, that kind of thing, and they're basically saying to them, look, this was, you know, our only option, we didn't want to turn into those things, blah blah blah. And then there was a moment where they were actually going to turn the remaining survivors into, you know, the robots, and I thought, that is a very scary concept. You know, just putting yourself into a machine, because the Punisher, there was a section in there where he apparently chose to do it, and it was sort of like questioning, like, did he choose to do this, or was it forced against his will? And so they got the zombies, and then these bloody robot people, like superheroes, that just decided, you know what, we don't want to, you know, turn into zombies. And I thought that was a really scary concept. It was a really good read. Starting off a new one, I quite enjoyed this one. I might see if I can follow it. Issue 1 of Dark Art, After the Flood. So it's basically Noah's Ark. But the story that they're telling, it's quite interesting. It actually hooked me, so definitely keep my eye out. It's got a really cool 3D cover. Ooh, look at that. That actually come up really good on the camera. I nearly missed this. I went up to the counter to pay for the comics I had, and they mentioned, because I always talked about this series, that did I grab an issue? I'm like, no, there's a new one. We got a Batman White Knight, issue 1, Harley Quinn, and love it. Absolutely love it. I cannot wait to get the second issue, and I can't believe I nearly missed it. The first one, like the first run, brilliant, can't be topped. Second one was a bit hit and miss, but like there was a lot of sort of backstory, but then once the sort of shit started to go down, it was really good. But this one is really hooked me at the moment. So, spoilers, Bruce Wayne's in prison. Harley Quinn killed the Joker, Jack Napier, in the last run. So now she's sort of taken on the role as detective. And the character herself, I love her in this in this universe. She's still got a sense of humour, but she's also got a sort of, you know, how do I put it? That was me in the past. I don't do that anymore. That kind of thing. But then it's like one dude come into her apartment, she goes, I swear to God, if you wake up my kids, I will fucking kill you. And then his phone went off and woke up the kids, and she's like, ah! So yeah, I'm absolutely loving Harley in this one. It's kind of, you know, ironic, because I was following Harley Quinn for so long in that standalone run, and I just couldn't stand what they were doing to her. She was becoming like, I mean, don't get me wrong, she was all giddy, funny, goofy and all that, but then just when they made her mum have cancer, it sort of went, it got depressing. But this one, good. Alright, they had issue 2. I'm really enjoying this one. Big Girls issue 2. It's just as good as the first issue that I read. It's really hooking me, and I want to know how is this shit going on, like with all this, you know, these people turning into these giant monsters. I'm really looking forward to the next issue. Right, I didn't realise I forgot issue 2, so I've got that. I haven't got that ordered, but I'm going to plan on ordering it. I got issue 4 of Killing Red Sonja. I was wondering why the story wasn't making sense, because I'm following along this kid hunting her down, going through all these tests, and then I read issue 3, I'm thinking, I've missed something. Why do I not feel like I remember this stuff? Because don't get me wrong, a lot of comics, I only remember snippets. I don't remember the whole story. Like currently, like a couple of Red Sonjas and Vampirellas, I couldn't even tell you what really is going on, but I just remember certain things. And yeah, this kid, I thought, hang on, what's going on? I forgot. But yeah, that's why I missed issue 2. And issue 5, like after this one is the last issue. Alright, perfect example. Issue 14 of Vampirella. There's like this. It took me a while to understand what was actually going on. It's like you learn. It's almost like you're learning parts from one panel, and then it's like in the present in the next panel. It took me a while to understand what was going on. And there's the section. I think the present section is when it's like she meets her mum, and it's like, you ruined my life kind of thing. I like that section, but then there's another part where I'm like, she's got this like fan following her around. I'm thinking, yeah, I'm not a big fan of that, but either way, I'm still sticking with it. This fucking comic took my heart, ripped it out, and threw it on the floor. I cannot believe the shit that went down on this. The final issue, issue 6 of Mercy. Talk about not giving a happy ending, and at the same time, I'm glad it wasn't a happy ending in a sort of way. This just really, because so she's obviously the parasite. She's killing all these people, and then this kid's following her. It's like, you're my mum, you're my mummy, and she's like, fuck off, Brad. I'm not your mum. I'm a monster. I feed on people. And in the end, she sort of grew attached to the kid, and she decided, you can't live with me. Like in this issue, I want you to stay with this woman. She will look after you. She's got kids of her own, if I remember. Yeah. So then it's all happy. She's like saying her goodbyes and everything. Next thing she knows, she goes to visit them. The kids are gone. I think it's the brother or the husband. I can't remember. Dead. And the mother who decided to take the kid on, she's been poisoned and infected. So she's witnessing it all in front of her, to really hurt her. And it turns out this thing infected the kid, and so then I can't remember that. Mercy, obviously, had to track her down, and it's like, why'd you do this? Oh, this is on. I can't. You do this, and so she manages to get the kid away from the parasite, and she ends up sacrificing herself. And I was thinking, oh, that was so sad and emotional. And I'm kind of glad they did, because it really, oh, why? And I look forward to it because it's not the end. So the kid's growing up. So I shouldn't be spoiling this, but I actually really loved this comic. The kid's growing up, and she's got the infection now, and is with the butler, and it's going to be another issue or run of it in 2021, and I look forward to it. That was, talk about impactful. Another end. We got issue 4 of Transformers The Terminator. Such a good read. I recommend it if you love Terminator or Transformers. Really good read, and I think just what they were sort of at the end, we might get a sequel, and I look forward to it. I let this slip under my fingers. I can't believe I forgot about this because I was so focused on another series. I didn't think to sort of ask the comic shop to sort of put it aside for me. I got issue 3 of Sacred 6. It's sort of going along with the same, I think it's, how do I put it? It's linked to Vampirella. It's got the same sort of format. It's different panels for each character, but I really enjoyed it. I loved you're following each character. You got Vampirella, Chastity, Draculina, I think's the role now of that character. She's taken on as Draculina, if I remember. And I have ordered 1 and 2, so I'll be getting that hopefully very soon. Because, yeah, I can't believe... Oh, there we go. Vampirella, Draculina, Panther, Nyx, Chastity, Lilith. Lilith's her mother. That's, the mother of, that's causing mischief. And, yeah, like I said, I can't believe I let it slip. I'm ashamed. I'm sorry, Dynamite. I'm sorry, Vampirella. Now, shit is really getting good in this comic. The first issue, once you get past that, the remaining issues are really good. Issue 3 of Alien, the original screenplay. We've had the chest burster scene, and it's just now they're looking for the alien. It's really, really good. I'm loving it. Alright, this cover really caught me. I thought I'd give it a go. American Vampire 1976 issue 1. Yeah, a really nice cover. It reminds me of sort of like a Quentin Tarantino movie, and I feel like maybe he kind of... Oh, I'll tell you what, Scott Snyder. Is that the same Scott Snyder I'm thinking of? But it was good. I don't know if I might get issue 2 just to see how it goes, but yeah, I mean there was a few good moments in it and I'll see how it go. But see, I feel like it's like an alien, if you know what I mean. The first issue was building up, then the next issue is really picks up. Alrighty, got another random one. All America issue 1. Oh, All America Comics issue 1. Yeah, it's a hit and miss. See, the problem for me is, and I know I do read some comics that talk about sort of, you know, what real life is, but unfortunately this one really slaps it in your face. It really does. Like, if you like that kind of thing, it's definitely for you. But if you're like me, you know, I love my Vampirella, I love my Red Sonja, because even though they may talk about, you know, events that have happened in this life, but it's almost, how to put it, it's non-fiction, if you know what I mean. It's not real. This one is very real. You could read this and you'd go on Twitter and you'd go, oh yeah, it's basically what you see on Twitter. I mean, not to start shit, this is exactly what happened in the comic, and it was like, ugh. So she's got an attitude, you know, I'll do what I want, and she's basically, it's almost like she's in talking with her Twitter handle, you know, oh, just kick these guys' ass, you know, hashtag girl power, hashtag, you know, that kind of thing. And then there's one moment where it's almost like, I thought it was Captain America and Thor, but I think it's just a variation in this world. So Captain America kind of is telling her, look, I know it's, you know, what's like being a superhero, but at the end of the day, you have to follow these rules. You gotta follow a code. And then basically she's like the eye rolling, why is a man telling me what to do? Like that kind of thing, you know what I mean? Jeez, I said I had a load of comics, but I've got 2 more. I got issue 20. I am a fan of this artist who does these covers of Red Sonja. Oh, this is such a lovely cover. And yeah, she's really falling down on hard times. She's not the queen anymore. I can't remember exactly what she was doing. She kind of went into this tomb, but then this kid is taken over and, oh, he's like Joffrey. He's really fucked in the head. There was one moment where, see, if I remember, so his dad died and now he's, I believe he's dead if I remember. See, the comics are for so long and it's like 2-3 years if I remember. So now he's sort of the general in the army. He controls what's going to happen and, excuse me, I got a burp. Ooh, that was a weak one. So then he tells these people to drop their swords. And then he said, right, whoever grabs their first, like the sword first, kill the other one who's been disarmed. You know, it was like almost like a, you know, who's the traitor, who's, like, it was really fucked up, I'll put it that way. And he's just sitting there like, right, that's weeded out the shit, now let's do this. Now, this comic is the reason why I sort of forgot about the Sacred Six, because I heard of them, but then these ones started being advertised and I thought, oh, I'm going to keep my eye out. I got issue 1 of Dynamite. Oh, it's like the Avengers. All these people in Dynamite, like comics, are all coming together. You got Red Sonja, you got Vampirella, John Carter. Is that his name, John Carter? And I think there was I forgot his name, something Thunder. He's in these Dark Forces series. And right at the end, I was like, oh. Red Sonja, she finds this tomb, and it's like everyone's turning into like zombies and everything. And then she hears a voice talking to her, and she looks down in a puddle of blood. Mr. Smiley from Evil Ernie. And I was like, oh, Evil Ernie. That cover is really sick as well. Alrighty, I went ahead and bought some more dice. They're not in the cool little tubes, because with these ones, I'll be planning on using if I ever do like a D&D, or if I need dice for certain things like Yu-Gi-Oh! And that kind of stuff. And I was also thinking, with my sort of Let's Play channel, I always play some games where, you know, choices get thrown in my face. And it was only until recently I played a Halloween game and it was like, you know, oh, why do I have to make the decision? Because sometimes my feelings of a decision always screws me over. Maybe I'm going to start letting the dice decide. And I remember talking about this when I first bought the dice. Me and Dad were like, so I'm just going to pull this down a bit. like, we love this idea of dice, and like there's been so many books and things all over, you know, like the media, like TV and stuff, where people have used dice to just like determine their outcomes. This book that I mentioned, like my dad read and he recommended it to me. It's like this guy's like, right, do I rob a bank? Do I let these people live? And he lets it on the dice, and I thought that'd be really cool for certain games that, you know, if I don't mind letting, like probably like Skyrim, if you know what I mean, you know, oh, do you be mean to this person? Do you kill this person? Things like, you know, like a story-driven, like Walking Dead kind of thing. You choose your actions. Do you kill this person? This and that. You don't mind when it's there. And honestly, I really look forward to it. I'm gonna start using them. And I'll tell you what, I'll show you some. But I thought I won't buy any more now. I'm happy with the, you know, the collection I've got. Depending, you know, if there are, you know, any more. I just kind of negated myself. I'm not going to buy any more. If there is a really nice one, because basically at the moment, the ones they got, they all look the sort of the same kind of format. If there's like glow-in-the-dark ones, I might be in for it. So there we go. A nice smoky, chalky look, and it's got some nice colour on the numbers so you can hopefully see it. But, I mean, if I'm playing a game, I'll just have the dice on the table, and if I'm like, I fancy a bit of a, you know, a gamble, grab a dice, done. I mean, if the decisions are, you know, it's like you got 4 choices, well, that's what we've got a 4 side of dice for, you know, just to really sort of, oh, that's a nice one. It's really smoky. Let the fates decide, and I think I did that actually. I did it in a recent unboxing. I was trying to decide, oh, which card do I look at first, because I had them face down. I rolled the dice to determine which side I do first, and it just made it a little bit more fun. And yeah, that's the dice. Alright everyone, that's an end to this episode of Collectors on Haul. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all later. And I think this is the last one for Halloween. So yeah, I hope you all have a happy Halloween or spooky Halloween, and I will see you later. I lied. Welcome back, because I've actually got some DVDs. It's been a while since I've done a Collector's Zone haul plus more, and I thought with Halloween I decided to pick up some horror movies to watch for the next week. It's kind of weird with Halloween. The first few weeks it's not really, you don't really jump into sort of watching movies until like right near the date, and me and Luke are going to be having a big old marathon. We're going to have a barbecue and everything on the 31st, because we start our holiday on the 31st, so we're going to hopefully, because last year was so bad, we had such bad storms, we couldn't do decorations. We still handed candy out to the kids, but it was like they'd be driving in cars, their parents would drop them off, knock knock knock, oh trick or treat, here you go, get back out there before you get soaked. And hopefully this year it's a lot better, because yeah, like me, Luke and our parents, we really want to decorate the house, because we bought all this new stuff and we didn't use. And yeah, where was I going with this? Oh yeah, so marathon on the day, me and they're going to watch all these spooky movies, and I thought I'll check JB Hi-Fi because they've got a special on horror movies and see what I can, you know, pick up. Alright, I've had my eye on this for a while. I haven't really looked up anything on it, but it's got Simon Pegg and Nick Frost. Anything with them two, I'm always going to watch. I've got Slaughterhouse. Hopefully it's good, and it was only like $7. If it's not good, yeah, no worries. And I cannot believe I haven't watched this movie, because I'm a huge fan of these two. I've watched so many things with them in it, and they're always so funny. Got a Tucker and Dale versus Evil. Yeah, it's my kind of movie, and I've never watched it, so that's going to change very soon. Alright, this one I watched the other night. I got a Blair Witch. It is garbage. It really I was enjoying this movie, and whichever fuckhead decided to put jump scares every 2 seconds, up yours. I'm never watching that again. I would. The first movie was really good for its time. This one, oh, alright, yeah, good. Oh, how is it? Oh, let's do it, let's try. Every 3 seconds, it got annoying. And last one, I actually literally just finished watching it, and I thought before my Collector's Zone haul, I'll watch a movie, and yeah, whack this one in. Maximum Carnage. I have never seen this movie. I've seen so many clips on YouTube with the, you know, the deaths in this movie, and I remember at the time it was like holy shit, they killed a kid, because like kids died in this movie, and they actually showed it. And yeah, I tell you what, I loved it. I really loved it. I enjoyed every minute of this, and the fact that it's got AC/DC doing the soundtrack, that's 10 out of 10 automatically. I don't care, that's the rules. If it's AC/DC, 10 out of 10. Could be the worst movie on the planet. This isn't the worst movie on the planet, just to add, because I absolutely loved it. It's got AC/DC, you're in for a good time. And honestly, something about these kind of movies I really love. It reminds me of like Eight-Legged Freaks, if you know what I mean. It's not so much scary, but the movie knows what it is. So the movie's about, machines taking over, trying to kill everyone. Eight-legged freaks, giant spiders. We're not going to try and rely on scaring you. You know what spiders are. You know they're here. Let's just go crazy. And I mean, some moments were really hilarious. I loved the sewer scene. The sewer scene was really funny. And I think the best bit was Hell's Bells, when all the trucks were getting fueled up. That was such a great scene with like the song, and you could just tell everyone was like, oh, watch your backs, you don't know what's going to happen, and then it's like everyone's getting fatigued, and the song just really fit the mood. It was a really good scene. Alright everyone, that's it. I didn't go too crazy, just in case, there were so many flops like Blair Witch down on the floor here. But yeah, Maximum Overdrive was a hit. I still didn't watch the ones I bought last year. I think I only got through Evil Dead and They Live, and I forgot what else I bought. But I've also got a lot of other movies there. Spooky. I mean, I've seen The Blob, but am I watching that again? Got like, Return of the Night of the Living Dead. I got Scream. I love Scream. It's one of my all-time favorites. And then, my always my number one, because of the the iconic character Jason Voorhees, Friday the 13th. I might watch part 2 because that's my favorite one out of the whole series. And yeah, it's going to be a good week. I can't wait. And me and Luke's holiday actually started a bit early. We start on the 27th because technically it lands on our 2 days off for our split weekend. So got plenty of time to do some marathoning, and I might head back to JB and see what else they got, because they had a load of stuff there. But like I said, I didn't want to go too crazy. And yeah, that's it. I won't hold this up any longer. Thank you all for watching. And once again, have a spooky Halloween.